I'm Aiman, and welcome back to one of my product showcase videos. Today's video, I'm going to unbox and give a first impression of this THISWORX corded vacuum. And the reason that we bought this was because very recently, my brother borrowed my mom's car to go to the beach. And of course I went. And when we came back, there was a ton of sand in the car. And right now it's very messy. I'm not sure if we're going to take a video of it, but if we do, there's an overlay of it. And to clean it up is a very monumental task, and you have to bring the vacuum. And usually, my dad would use the ShopVac to clean the insides of our cars. And I'm not gonna lie, the ShopVac is very reliable. We've had it probably since we've moved into the house. And ShopVacs, I call it old trusty. And I'm okay with this, but my mom wants more convenience. So she decided to get a vacuum like this. Which one? It's handheld, and it's very easy to hold. It's very light. This one is very, very hard to move around, hard to lug around. And so this one's more convenient for my mom. All right, so we're going to open up and test it. Our car is right there. We have the AC on. This is a kind of an impromptu review. I was going to do reviews on other products. I was actually about to start a review on a camera, but we decided to do this one just because my mom needs the vacuum as soon as possible. So she decided to get a corded vacuum instead of a cordless one because she says that in her experience, cordless vacuums don't last as long. And so opening the box, we get a vacuum tube, a sticker, a cigarette lighter attachment point. So this is the cord that is attached to the vacuum. So this is the vacuum. This is how it looks like when I'm holding it. Okay, so it looks like it can hold pretty large hands. My hand's very small. So it should definitely fit my mom. Here's an attachment. I believe this is a filter. Not sure what this is, but I believe it's something used to clean the vacuum or something related to that. Another attachment. This one is to get into crevices. Manual, and then a bag. Alright, that's a nice touch. Okay, so taking a look at these one more time. So this is an attachment for cleaning carpets. So it goes on like that. This is a flexible attachment for hard to reach areas. That goes on the other way. Interesting. And then, like I said before, this one's for reaching crevices. I believe this one is for manually picking dust from wherever that the vacuum can't reach. But still not quite sure with this one. So another thing is that I believe this is plug and play right out of the box. It looks like there's already a filter installed, and they give an extra filter, which I really like. Usually what happens with vacuum companies, they sell the vacuum for very cheap, but they overcharge on the filters, like printer companies do. They sell the printer for cheap, and then the printer ink is very expensive. So like for this for example, this vacuum, it's like $20 for 3 filters. So that's where they get you, vacuum companies. So it's very nice that they gave you an extra filter. Correction, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Vacuum bags are 3 for $20, but the filter is $60 for 1 filter. Very expensive to replace. Now we're going to test this in our car. It says right here, start the engine for higher suction power. This connects to the cigarette lighter in your car, so let's go right there. Also worth mentioning is that this is a very long cord. So if you have an extra long car, this should be able to reach pretty much any part of it. Well, I can't really stretch it out right here. But let's plug it into the cigarette lighter, which should be that down here. Okay. And now you can see the urgency of our problem. Look at all this sand down here. And we're going camping in a bit. Oh, you can see on the seats as well. And we're going camping tomorrow. So this car is going to get dirtier. So you need to be able to clean this easily. Let's see. Okay. Seems very decently powerful. Obviously not as powerful as a vacuum that you can use inside, or like an actual vacuum. But for a handheld vacuum, very good. Okay, let's try it on the ground. Okay, so you can see the comparison between this and this. And make sure that this is flat while you're sucking. So what I noticed right now is that it seems to be getting a lot of the larger particles, but you can still see remnants of smaller particles like these ones. So it might not be a deep clean, but it definitely is going to be clean enough to get, it's definitely going to be powerful enough to get it at least decently clean. Okay, let's try it on the carpet. Okay, well, I already sucked up a lot of it, but let's try using this attachment, this brush attachment. Oh wow. Wow, that is really good. Okay, what about here? And for something like this is where the crevice attachment would be useful. So we can take this out. And put this on. Looks like this is the slanted end, so we should put it on the flat end. Okay. And it works really well. How about this crevice? This is it. Gotcha. Okay, so as you can see, it takes a few tries for it to actually suck up all the dust, but in the end it does suck up most of the dust. Not super powerful, but passable. Let's try on the seat here. So this is where the crevice would be useful. Let's see what it looks like without the crevice first. Okay, alright. So you can see deep in these cracks, I can't get to some of the sand. So let's put the crevice back on. Okay. It's a bit deeper of a clean. And that's what it looks like. Now, I'll notice right now that it's not totally clean, which could be improved if maybe if there was a thinner nozzle or if the vacuum was more powerful. But to me, this is passable. I know to some people, like, they might be more perfectionists, so they might require a more suckable vacuum. Or maybe actually, maybe this is what this brush is used for getting those out of those very thin cracks. Okay. What if I vacuum? Okay, wow, looks really clean now. So this looks probably perfect to my dad's perfectionist eyes. Takes a bit of elbow grease, you know, to work it with the brush, but in the end, you are left with a very clean seat. And lastly, the hose attachment. This one's an extension, so it goes on here, and you can put on the other attachments. This one or this one. Now, this is useful if you need to reach, you know, under the seat, for example. Since we're going under the seat, I'll use this one. We won't be able to get any good shots because this is for hard to reach areas, so you probably won't be able to see them. But I'll try my best to. Well, there's not really anything to clean here, but what about here? Always have a box of tissues in your car just in case, guys. You know what? I'll just test how the power is just with the hose. You might not be able to see anything, but at least you can see how well it navigates around that hose. Okay. So you can see with the extension, a bit of the suction is lost. Maybe if I straighten out the hose. I mean, that's not the purpose of it. But you can see that some of the particles that normally would have been picked up without the attachment aren't able to be picked up with the extension on. So I guess you do lose a bit of suction with that extension, but you know, this is very useful if you need to get in hard to reach areas or places where the vacuum is too big to go into. Like maybe a narrow tunnel. Let me see if there's any example in here. Or maybe somewhere like, imagine that this wasn't as flexible. Like imagine it was something like this where it doesn't like pop out. You could reach in your hose into here and then vacuum it. But very niche use. But in case you need it, they have it, which I think is a very added bonus. Alright, so that was my review on this THISWORX handheld vacuum. As you can see, not quite in my comfort zone for reviews, but I do this review anyway because we always like to do reviews on products that we usually use in our everyday life. Like, you know, like our yard work stuff, like our chainsaws, our home surveillance cameras. Like, we use those. I'm probably not going to do a review on, like, what's something I don't use? A basketball hoop. I probably won't do a review on unboxing and building a basketball hoop. Like, that's something I'll use. But something like this handheld vacuum, I'll use it. So, might as well do a review on it. With that being said, I'm Aiman, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and like other videos on EyeOnAiman, especially the videos of product review videos. And I will see you there. But for now, I'm Aiman, and signing out.